Hiyo, this is Linking Yellow, and welcome to day 2 of my Let's Create a New Paint. What I was trying yesterday was to get the overlays to dynamically be teleported or created, I should say, to the spots where the gel bomb lands. So I have the logic already created in my handy dandy little script here to find the exact spot that it should go, but unfortunately, as I had guessed yesterday, and as I have just tested out right now, just on my own, um, overlays cannot be teleported. So what I did just to make sure of that is I canceled all the scripting stuff in everything, and I just did a simple from this button right here, uh, teleport the overlay to this button, or create the entity to this button. Um, so so these are created at map spawn, and it doesn't seem like it's something that can be placed dynamically. I may be wrong, but I don't see how I could be. So there are still more ideas for how to get this done. Um, Two of them come to mind right now. I'm not going to, but I could take, say, splats. First of all, add a third frame to the splat and make it completely invisible, and then add that all over the place, and pretty much just texture or toggle the texture whenever the gel drops on the correct place, which would cause quite a few problems. I could probably get some yeah, I could use some math counters to like keep track and skip the invisible state whenever I want to toggle back and forth through between the yellow and the black versions. And but then placing that everywhere is not ideal. I really want to make this as dynamic as possible and not fake it. I mean, I'm already kind of faking it, but not to fake it in the fact that I want I want me and really anybody else to be able to just take the instance, put it in the map, and voila! Just paint is there. So I want to avoid that at all costs, to avoid having to statically place everything all over the place. Instead, what I have in mind is actually what I was trying to do yesterday, that I actually ended up fast forwarding through, is have a nice little block, a 128 by 128. Let me fix that up a bit. Yeah, 128 by 128 block. I'll obviously have to make things bigger. All right, and there's one. All right, place that in there. And what I'm actually going to do, so let's have this all invisible. Instead of having the overlay on that, I'm just going to have it be the texture that I'm looking for. So let's make this invisible. Visible. So, of course, the disadvantage to this is, say I put this on a ledge, it hits like just the very edge of the ledge, and if that is to happen, unfortunately, the splat would kind of come off. Now I'm going to make it so that this is a funk brush, and so that it's going to not be solid, and it's just going to be placed over the ground wherever it hits. 128 might be a little bit too big, given that, just to try to make sure that it. Now I'm going to stick with 128, and I can always make it smaller if it becomes a problem. I don't think it will, because uh, if the level is designed with this linking yellow gel in mind, then what we can do is always just control the portable surfaces, and then even on the portable surfaces, just control where the portals can be placed with maybe a portal helper, I believe the name of it is. I actually haven't used that entity yet, but I'm assuming it's pretty easy to use. And but I do know of it, which is always a good thing. All right, and then also I can have some trigger catapults to just make sure that the gel is always landing exactly where I want it to be. So I mean that's unfortunately not as plug and play as I would like, but that's what I can go for. And really, anybody who does want to just plug and play and get this uh, in their map really should be able to uh, know what they're doing and be able to set that up themselves. So not completely plug and play with the way that it's looking like it's going to end up, but still not bad. All right, so let's just get this set up here. There we go, and I just paused it real quickly and just did it because that wasn't quite logic or anything. That was just plain tedium. So let's just get the thing in the thing. There we go. It's the template. I want that to reflect the bottom. So let's just move that down just one bit. All right, and then the top and even the bottom really. Yeah, let's do both. All right. Just gonna put the splat right there. Apply. Oh dear. Fit. All right, and also I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. Yes. All right. The advantage to having it on the bottom, so just in case it's useful, it's not. I don't expect it to be all that useful. I do plan on getting the getting the angles and setting that. But for now, let's just check and see if that does work. Now let's see. Where's the entity make right here? Okay. So I'm just gonna activate this right here again. Instead of on user one, on entity spawned, and hopefully this will look a ton better than what we've been dealing with. Oh, I forgot to turn it into an entity. So yeah, let's just do that real quickly. It's a little embarrassing. All right, let's just turn that down a bit. That's That's not wrong word. All right, so let's get this into a func brush. And then I also don't want the player to like be able to like stand on. That would be weird. Just like some paint just off the edge, and then you can stand on the pin. That'd be an interesting like bridge type of gel. Might be worth it sometime. Yeah. Oh, not for this, but I want to do that later, and that would definitely be a ton easier because I'd just have to make this solid, and then you wouldn't even have to worry about scripting anything. That'd be fun. All right. But for this, let's just turn off the solubility. So never solid. Let's name this splat. Okay, and this is okay splat. Okay, splat. And these down here, these aren't still called splat, right? Because if they are, that's just gonna ruin the splat test. There we go. Let me just make sure all of them are called splat test. Yeah, yes, yes, and yes. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, let's run the map. Okay, and that looks like it is absolutely not working, which is also a little bit of a shame. Can I see it from anywhere? No. Nope. Let's turn on the light maybe. Maybe I can see from in here. It's a impulse 100. Okay, got a little dev texture, but it's definitely not here, which means it is sort of working. Okay, yep, it's not here. Just really hoping I'm missing something. And I thought something was fishy. Alright, so for some reason the video switched back. Apparently I don't know why it did that. I'll have to look into that. But I will make sure more frequently that it's on full screen. I thought that looked a little weird. Alright. Yeah. So um basically, if you couldn't see, pretty much it wasn't working. I went in here, turned on the flashlight, checked to see if there was anything in here, and this did not show up. So that means that it is being silenced by the template and entity maker, so it wasn't showing up. But the problem is it also wasn't showing up here. All right, now what if I just made it a little bit bigger? I think that might help, just in case. So let's just okay. That that should really sit. This, of all things, should be working, unless... Unless some of the logic isn't working. The first, you know what I'll do is I'll just press the button. See if that shows up. Nothing there. Did I ever change the logic on the button? Ooh, it is there. Okay. So the script is just being a little weird. But this looks really natural to me. Oh, not completely, not completely. I can sort of see around it. Let's make it smaller and see if that works. I'm just gonna test the button for now because that is working. This is not working. It's probably something wrong with the script. I've probably been an idiot somehow again. But, no, I don't have to do anything with the button. I just have to make this smaller. Okay. And that's just one. That's good. That's... Oh, yeah. I was thinking I was in an instance, which I will want to move this to an instance since I'm not really dependent on this being its own anymore. Because I don't have to worry about the brush faces that it's attached to. Alright. So, let's see here. Alright, and it's freezing like that because something's going wrong with the script. It's interpreting the script somehow. I'm not sure why it's doing that. That's okay. Can I see past this in any way? A little, but that's so hard to see. You have to be looking for it. You could even argue that it just gives depth to the background. I don't know. But pretty much, looking like this, it doesn't look like it's from... Does this have the same thing? Nope. That looks perfect. But that's not dynamic. This is dynamic. And let's look underneath here. No, nothing's showing up. So it's just not there. So it's not finding the correct area. I think that's what's going on. Okay. So I'll just need to check my logic real quick. Alright, so let's just try to find what spot it's actually calling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, when self equals, or does not, okay, when self equals null, I'm just going to put it somewhere in here. I'm just going to do print line me place. Okay, and that's going to show, not me place, that's, no, I want it to be floor place. Okay, I do have a floor place in there, okay. Oops, wrong button, meant to press save, okay. And, let's see, where should it land is what I need to find right now. So it should be along this line right here. Should be at 1060 something, negative 431, 1050 something. Actually, let's look at X and Y first. Okay, 1056, 520, 1056, 520, and then, actually, let's just put that in here. Print L 1056, 520, and what was the last one? It was negative 432. Okay, negative 432. Oops. All right, and yeah, then I can compare the two values. Okay, so seen here, it's not printing anything. Script's probably not being, I probably stopped it from being called or something like that. Let's take a look. What have I done now? Okay, that's the template. There's the entity maker. Outputs. Okay. On entity spawn, paint, run script code, splat after 0.01 seconds. Alright, and that code is supposed to... I wonder if it just won't call anything when self equals null. So, while I was on a bit of a lunch break just thinking this over, I was thinking about this and I noticed I'm quite the idiot, I think. I think I can be proud of that. I'm not sure about that though. Alright, so on entity spawn, paint, run script copy and delete. Uh, it's the wrong entity maker. The correct one is up here. Yes. Okay. Paste, and I don't know if on entities that is an output. Okay. I didn't know it was the exact same output. But that's cool. That's fair. Okay. Okay. So let's just make sure this is done in the right order. So okay, this. Let's see. On explode. That's on 0.2. Let's make that 0.01. 0.01. And then let's change that other output to 0.02 so that it's not spawning after it calls the code, because that'd be a little pointless, I think. Okay, so hopefully this will work a ton better. I'm kind of expecting it to work now, just because it's just huge. Well, I'm not completely expecting it to work, but I am at least expecting a error in script, at the top corner. So, yay, error in script. Well, I don't know if yay is the best word for that, but okay, so it's on line 22, and that is a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Okay, and on line 22, that's a lot of not working. Okay, so what's wrong with line 22? Okay, if that wasn't working, then there wouldn't be so many of these. So, what's the problem? Maybe that's just saying that it's calling that function. That might be it. Or that's what's calling... I don't know. Line 22, I really doubt is... No, because it wouldn't have populated so much if that was a problem. I don't think that's an error message. It should. Alright, so if self is equal to null, I think that's maybe where the problem is coming from. So let's say, let's take this if statement. Okay, and everything else lines up. Let's call this fall, and then let's also do a splat. Okay. And instead of an if statement here, we're just going to do function splat. Alright, so what I'm having in mind here is when the paintball is created, it's going to run the fall right here, and it's going to keep track of the me place, and when it actually explodes, it's going to call the splat, and then it's going to run here. That way it's not worrying about its own position, and it's not worrying about whether or not it is null. I mean, by the time it's null, that sounds like it shouldn't work anymore. So maybe what was making it kind of work, like on explode, is just maybe the fact that it was in the same game tick, I'm guessing. So, all right, let's give this a shot. Let's exit. All right, and get rid of that. All right, and so let's see. On create, I want this to be fall. All right, and on explode, so add on exploded. I want myself to run script code. and it's going to be splat. Alright, this should not have a delay at all, because then it's not going to be there. Alright, let's try that. Okay, so the moment of truth, I suppose. Got it! Okay, at least it's a lot simpler. Problems. Okay, null expected a string. Okay, and this is on line 9. Well, this sounds a lot easier to deal with. It does. So online, it expects a string. That's good. That's actually really good. So that means I can just restart. Yeah, unless I find another problem. 1066, 520. Oh. Okay. 20. Okay, so it's finding the exact correct area. So that's good. Let's look at line 13. Access null instance. That doesn't sound good. What's on 13? Self.getOrigin. Aha. Wait, below place. Alright, let's change this to me place. Yeah, let's change this to me place. Okay. Do I have... Okay, yeah, me place is already set up here. Okay, below place equals me place. That looks good. This should work now. Restart. There it is. Okay, this is both extremely good and extremely bad. Let's experiment, see why this works, when this works, and whatever. I see. So there's no errors going on here. Okay, still no errors. That's good. Alright, so now I know that there's some sort of error. Now, I know that this is saying at the right spot. This looks right, because, I mean, because this gave return the same value as this, which means it is in the exact spot that I want it to be. And endfire splat maker foreign at splat placer 0 null. This looks like it should work. Let me just compile again and see if I'm missing something. Take another look and make sure that the two vectors are at the same place, and then see if they're also at the same place when I next change change the destination with the portal. Okay. Let's look at the negative 209. Aha. So that is wrong now. Okay, now why would it be wrong? Let's see. I think it would be wrong if the if it was taking from the next version. So like okay. So what's going on from what it looks like is me place is changing. Okay, so I actually do have a workaround for this. Let's look at do I have my okay, track player late. It's another script that I made pretty recently. Let me take a look at how I did this here. And what I'm thinking is I can get the splat pose for full place, this thing. Yeah, I can get that to. Yeah, I can set floor place to just like a little bit behind in time based on what I did here with track player. So, okay, this looks like what I used right here to follow the player. X, Y, and Z, local target equals. Okay, where did X, Y, and Z come from? Okay, follow player. Let's go. Follow player. Okay, I had used it okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, so int fire by handle, script follow player, target. Okay, and for target, I'm just going to switch all of those uh, to me place, I think. Okay, so this is going to be in fall. Okay, and let's change target to me place. See. Alright, so that looks good, I suppose. Let's set the delay a little bit less, because this was more for show than anything else. I used this in the boss fight recently. I don't know if you ever saw it, but it was for the Christmas special that I worked on with quite a few people. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. If you haven't played it, I definitely suggest taking a look at it. Alright, so this will call the follow player script, which also needs to be in here. So follow player function, I should say. Okay, self.setOrigin. Okay, so for self.setOrigin, this needs to. Okay, this cannot be self right here. This has to be. This has to be the splat placer. So let me change this to an entfire. Uh, let's just get the actual code from the site here. Let's see. List of Portal 2 scripts. Entfire. Grab all that. That's not where it is. All right. And the target should be a string, and that'll be. Whoop, okay, that'll be splat placer. Okay, and then everything else should be the same. Control C, Control V, and for the value, that's going to be everything here. Control C, Control V. For the delay, that's going to be 0.1, 0.1, and for the activator, do I want 0.1 or do I want a more? Yeah. Let's see. And put 0.1. Yeah, that looks right. And then for activator, that's just going to be null. Alright, hopefully that works as handle for that. And hopefully I don't need a string. Yeah, I shouldn't need a string. Okay. I'm thinking I don't want to do this with splat placer. Maybe I'll create a new info target. So yeah, I'll just create that over this, and I'll add it to the template. Come on, here we go. Info target. Alright, and that's going to be, let's see, bomb tracker. Okay. I'm going to place that overwards, and I think I'm going to, like, Yeah, I'm going to have it so it actually searches around it. And the reason why I want to do that is I want to set it up so that I can have multiple versions in here. Okay. Not now. uh, Alright. So, okay, info target bomb tracker. Yeah, okay, let's go back to the script and let's now I might as well just do handle by now. Yeah. So let's do find by name nearest. Okay. Find by name nearest. I don't see it. By name. Here we go. Find by name nearest. Okie doke. Oop, that's way too much. Just grab that. Alright, so name nearest, that's going to be that was bomb tracker, right? Let me just double check. Bomb tracker, come forth. Here we go. For target bomb tracker. Let's just copy that just in case I mess up with spelling either here or there. I haven't seen him in a while. Alright. Bomb tracker. Then for vector, I'm just going to use me place because that's already in the same function calling. Alright, and then for float, that's going to be, of course, the distance. Let me actually put some ending quotes right here so I don't make things too bad. Alright, and so I think four should be good. It's right on top of it. So I mean I would expect 0 to work, but I don't feel like testing that out. Don't even need to stress test it. It's not like there's going to be a ton of them right next to each other. They just all explode. Entities dot fun. Okay, and this is going to be um, okay. Now that's going to be me tracker. I love my way of naming things. Okay, so me tracker is equal to this entity, and yeah, I'm going to do identifier by handle. What it actually was originally. Actually, no. Yeah. Okay. I'll just copy it from right here. All right. And and fire by handle. Here we go. Follow player. Just copy that and just take the little bit here, the follow player, since I edited a bit, and copy that in. Yep, so now that says me place. And fire, I can exterminate. That looks good. Alright, so I still want this to be 0.01. And I remember I was having so much trouble for so long, I was just leaving that blank. That apparently breaks it. Don't ever do that. It doesn't work. Needs to have the 0 point. Alright. So that looks like it'll work. It's going to set it up to follow it by just a little bit each time. And this is going to okay, so target equals vector xyz self dot get origin or set self dot set origin. Okay, so I want to here I want to actually set. It's okay. This isn't going to be self though. This is going to be um, me tracker, and then the self dot set origin is going to be this right here. All right, and let me just select that all and make sure that's the same there. It's the same there. Okay. Let's save this, and also this right here is going to need the script, or else it'll break. Okay, so that's good. Looks good. Hopefully that'll work. Doggone it. I can see it getting thicker each time there, so that does definitely mean it's adding one each time. What is this problem here? Entity paint encountered error in script. Okay. Okay, it expected a string, or expected an instance, it got a string. Valid type string, parameter 2. Where is this? This is in line 10. What's in line 10? Okay. It expected... Right. Right. This is vector. Doesn't need that. Right. Okay. Restart. Okay, now what's going on? Okay, still in line 10. The index me tracker does not exist. Of course it doesn't. Alright, local me tracker. Fine. Will be a part of your system. Restart. Now what's going on? So it's still... Okay, so I don't want to call this from me place, actually. I want to call this from... Okay. Okay, so what if I got this to fire on user 1? Alright, so let's copy this. And... Wait. Okay. So I don't need to set it to fire user 1. What I need is to just expect a user 1 or on fire 1 here. So this is going to be self.getOrigin. Okay, and I'm thinking if instead of the actual bomb calling this, what if the what's it called? The info target is calling this instead. That should work a lot better. So it's going to follow it, and it's going to... Yeah, okay. So let's change some logic in here. So let's take this and copy and paste this, and this is going to get the info target, bomb tracker, and this is going to be fire user 1. Okay, and copy and delete. Alright, and on this thing here, I'm going to paste, and instead of on exploded, on user 1, self, run code, script, that's going to place a splat. Okay, this looks a lot more promising. Hopefully this will work. That's really cool looking, but it's not what I wanted. Alright. What's going on here? So it's just popping up right there. I wonder what it is about that specifically. Let's take a look here. The numbers matching up to what I expect. -47. No, they're not. Oh. Okay, negative 145. The negative 147 is probably like me getting in the way of something. Okay, so why is this so different? I'm gonna try. You know what might be worth a try actually is getting this to unexplode. Actually, delete. Yeah, unexploded. Getting this to actually delete this fellow right here. I doubt that'll solve all the problems, but I'm sure that not doing it would cause problems. Unexplode. No. Yeah. Okay, it is bomb tracker. And delete. Yeah, because it force spawns on a delay, so before that delay, might as well delete it. That might not be a good idea. Well, I mean, if this is separated into its own instance, that would probably work very well. Alright, it's worth a shot. By worth a shot doesn't mean I think it probably will work. Let's kill it. Okay. Unexploded, bomb tracker, fire, kill. That could go horribly wrong. Let's change this to 0.2, and let's change this to 0.1. Alright. That looks good. Now let's just take a look at the logic here and make sure that it is all good. Let's actually replace everything here with from meatplace to self.getOrigin. Alright, self.getOrigin. Alright, let's just copy over everything else. Okay, that looks like it's spelled right, hopefully. Alright, so this is going to be self.getOrigin. Okay, so let's also just do a local mine place. There we go. That's equal to self.getOrigin. And so I'll just change this from me to mine. Mine. I could just do IN right there. Yay. Okay. Replace. That looks like it's a little more likely to work. Let's see. What's the worst that could happen? Alright. Ooh. Oh. Alright. So at least I'm getting an error. Okay, do and fire was passed to an invalid entity. Okay. And this vector is very wrong. Very, very wrong. Okay, but what is this invalid entity? Come. Okay. Does this say what line that is? No, it doesn't. Okay, but let's see. Do and fire is. I only have a few end fires, so splat maker. Alright, is there anything that is running to. Okay, bomb tracker. It has. Don't think it's died. Okay, the first time it doesn't die, but then after that, each time it does die. Something different with the first time than with the other times. And it's minus 144. But each time after that, it is calling the vector, which means that it's specifically this one, because it calls the vectors right here. So it's specifically this one that's not working. So splat maker force Ooh, what did I do? Oh, okay. Force spawn at empty origin splat placer. Alright, splat maker does exist. Okay. There's no actual do end fires. I don't even know very much about that function because it's not in the list of Portal 2 functions, but I'm assuming it's referring to the end fire and okay. Okay, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat, I suppose. I can just find Splat Maker. Yeah, I can just find Splat Maker. Okay. That's not going to get the correct coordinates, but it does get it the first time. It doesn't get it the next times. It doesn't delete itself, does it? No, it wouldn't delete itself. That'd be weird. Okay. Right. Do it fire. Okay. I'm actually kind of wondering if I have the pink template to get both. I don't. That's probably a large part of the problem, actually. It's probably a very large part of the problem. Bum tracker. Okay. There we go. Now it should work. Okay. Now it should. Things. Okay. Now let's try updating the repeat thing here. Maybe that'll help. It's a fall. Okay. That could always work better. I could imagine that. Restart. No, not gonna work. Okay, something on line 6. Fall. Okay. Let's take a look at the script. Line 6. Oh. Any place equals self.getOrigin. Okay. So let's just, I guess because that's a little outdated, and just put another one of those right there. This might make it work a little better. All right. Start. I'll be so happy if this just magically works. No, of course it wasn't going to magically work. That'd be amazing though. All right, let's go back to line 6. Now, no, I don't think I even changed anything on line 6. Okay. New place equals self.getOrigin if self is not equal to null. Okay, so it can't be a not an instance if self is not equal to null. Okay. Pass to an invalid entity. Okay, this is the same problem up here. No. Exist null instance. Line 6. Okay, line 6 isn't even a do and fire. But I definitely don't need this anymore, because this is no longer needed to carry over as a static variable. I'm just going to change this to a local variable. If that's something on line 6, maybe that'll help, or at least give me a more appropriate error message. Let's see. Alright, so let's actually try, I'm thinking, let's try making this, this is going to be called by the info target. I'm thinking maybe if at the end of this, I can get an end fire that will cause itself, or end fire by handle, that will cause itself to kill itself, and then I won't have to worry about killing it with the logic, and just being afraid of it just killing itself before it should, which is kind of what I'm thinking might be happening right now. So let's just do kill. Alright, this is going to be just nothing in here. Okay. And 0. Let's do 0 actually, 0. Null and null, and this of course will be self. Okay. That looks good, and then I'll just in here keep this from dying. Alright, inputs, kill, exterminate. Good. Alright, let's try. Ah. Okay, now the problem is on line 5 instead of line 4, which, okay, or line 6, I mean. Okay, I feel like it was on line 6 before. Alright, so the problem is here. Local me place is equal to self.getOrigin. Alright. Now, what is the error that it's giving here? I mean, because I don't think it was making sense. Is there multiple errors going on here? No. Okay. Um, let's see. Access null instance. Okay. Self is all it's calling, I believe. Okay. So the vectors again do not match. All right. So this is self. Okay. Place equals self dot get origin, and that's okay. And this is being called by the bomb itself, right? All right. Let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure that's just being called by the bomb itself, so it shouldn't be doing this. Oh, well, as an input at least. Yeah. Let's see. Paint template on entity spawn. Run script code. Fall. Alright, and that's being run by this. This has linkinglgl.nut, and this doesn't, right? Yeah, so, would have thought it should be working by now. So I don't know exactly what the problem is, but however, I do have an idea for testing it out. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to take, where is it? This right here, this laser, and for its target, I'm not going to choose this target right here. What is this target called anyway? It's laser target. I'm going to switch this to splat target. Is it called splat target? Um, splat placer. Here we go. And what we'll be seeing is this will at least point constantly to wherever splat target is. Okay. Or do I want this to be at splat target? No, it's not splat target that I want. It's the bomb tracker. Here we go, bomb tracker. I just want to make sure that this is where I think it is at all times. I'm just going to make this, or put this to the side. Let's see, where, here it is. Move this to here. And hopefully I should be seeing it go up and down. Let me just move it up a bit. And hopefully it'll just be following the paint bomb. That's what should be happening. But I'm not sure. Is it getting stuck somewhere? Okay. Aha. So it's just staying up there. But it should be following the player. Mind you, I guess that's sort of dependent on this right here. If that's not working for some reason, is there something wrong with the language on number 5 here? Local, that's how you spell local. Yeah, that's how you spell local. Me place is equal to self.getOrigin. What's wrong with that? Um, see, is this calling itself again? Yeah, self fall. Yeah, it's calling itself once every 1/100th of a second. What if that's just going too fast? What if this needs a little bit of a break? Um, Potentially that could cause problems. Let's change the maximum distance just in case. Let's change this to say 64. Okay. Just to test it and see if this is gonna work. Okay. So this is still just pointing up. It's not following it. What error message am I getting now? Okay. This. I'm not seeing any error message except student fire was passed to an invalid entity instance. Okay. The info target shouldn't be the invalid entity instance. No, it shouldn't be. Alright, how does this... Okay, int fire by handle self run source will fall. If self is not equal to null. Okay. And when... Okay, so the problem definitely looks because I'm looking at here, and it looks uh, like this is constantly being activated, and right here, yeah, I tried pausing during the fall, not in the splats, and these messages are definitely popping up. The failure messages are definitely popping up. The do want fire is passed to an invalid entity instance. That's popping up while it's falling, which means that this is being called. This is working. That means it's not this one that's not working. It is this one that's not working. So let's see. And fire by handle. Me tracker. That's the same thing as up here. Okay. Um, so that should be right as long as find by name nearest bomb tracker. Okay, let me make sure I have bomb tracker correct. Okay, copy, and let's look in hammer and just make sure that that is the correct. Here's hammer. Okay, so this should be called bomb tracker. Not that. Come on. Here we go. Bomb tracker. I don't see any difference. Okay. So that doesn't look like it's a problem. Bomb tracker, me place. See, me place is the self.getOrigin, which is being called by the bomb within 64 units of it. Okay. And let's see, this might be what's not working though. Me tracker, which is that should be right. Run script code, that looks right. Run script code is the same thing as there, and everything else here. Let's see me place. Okay, that's right. Dot x, comma, dot y, comma, dot z, comma, and then there's the pluses in between each. Right. The pluses are all there. And then we have the 0.01, which maybe that's too quick. 0.1. Let's try that. The distance here is definitely very forgiving. 64. That's not going to be a problem. It's not moving more than 64 in a tenth of a second. So let's try this. Okay. That doesn't seem to be helping. That's not moving anywhere. This is still being passed to an invalid instance. Okay. So it's not the time. Okay. unless this is not allowing for two. Let's try 256. There's not a possible way that wouldn't be enough. So let's try restarting here. Restart. Okay. Nope. Nope. That's not it. Okay, and that's still negative 144, which is what I've been getting so far. So no, there's something definitely wrong here. This is not working at all. So it's not what's in here, unless it's something that doesn't make sense syntactically. Syntactic. I don't know what I'm calling it. All right, so me tracker. I wonder if the problem is just that find by name nearest is just not working for some reason. So I've got bomb tracker, me place. Me place is already called here. That's me place. Come on. Okay, here we go. And then distance. All right. Do I have anything wrong here? Let's check. Find by name nearest. All right. What if I did find by name within instead? Maybe there's something wrong with the find by name nearest function. That type of thing seems to happen once in a while. I'll be having a lot of trouble with a function, then just try another function, and it all of a sudden works. Let's see this. I spelled that correctly, right? Yeah, because I did the same thing over there. Okay. Let's try this. Handle is going to be null, so it's nothing before it. And then the string is going to be bomb tracker. Okay, the vector is going to be me place. Okay, and the float is going to be 256, which hopefully should be close enough. Alright, and let's just eliminate all of that. So now me tracker should have been working beforehand, but if that was a problem, I hope it was, then this should work. Alright, restart. Nope, nope, nope. And it's still negative 144. Okay. What if I started doing this by the class name instead? Because I think that'd probably be more useful for when I put it into a what's it called, an instance. Anyway, so let's get that one going instead. So find by class name nearest. There we go. All right, and that looks like that's what I'm going to need. I'm pretty sure I've done this. I'm pretty sure I've done find by name even within before. I don't know why it's not working. Find by class name. I meant to get it from here. All right. Let's see. Control Z. All right. And this is local me tracker is equal to t's dot find by name nearest string vector float. Okay. String is going to be info target. Alright, vector is going to be me place. And the float is going to be 256. Of course, I'll want it to be smaller than that, but that's okay. That looks like it should work. Said that before. I've definitely said that before. Restart. Okay. The index follow player does. Yes! Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Finally. Some success. Index follow player does not exist. Okay. Index follow player does exist. I don't know what it's talking about. Alright. Index follow player does not exist. So it should be. Okay. Splat placer encountered the error. Okay. Oops. Alright. So. Alright. Is there a bunch of pauses there next to each other? Yeah, okay. So the problems come when it hits the floor, which that makes sense. Entity info target encountered an error in one script. Index file player does not exist. Okay. And okay, index file player does not exist. Is this just the same thing all the way down? Okay, splat placer, splat placer, splat placer, splat placer. Okay. Okay. Duck on it. I wanna. There we go. File player does not exist. Alright, where is it? Alright, where was the last time that I paused? Okay. Okay. So this was all happening. Definitely what was falling. Error script. Oh, it's probably because I have it going less often. That's not going in between. Okay, so this is happening while it's following each tick. All right. Index player follow player does not exist, even though it does. All right. Did I like spell? I didn't spell it differently between the two. That'd be odd. Okay. Follow player XYZ. Follow player XYZ. So okay, but that's coming from splat. Okay. Hmm. You know, let's just take out the if statement. What's the worst that could happen? All right, save, restart. Oh, just like this, just works. No, not going to just work. Oh, that's interesting. Seems to be moving around a lot. All right. So this keeps on hitting the wrong one, unfortunately. So players or splat placer. Okay, cannot be allowed. So if splat placer is always hitting it. Why is splat placer always hitting it? I mean, splat placer. Okay, what if I remove splat placer after this? Okay, so I have fire splat placer and let's splat pose dot set origin Let's just do vector. Whoa. Vector. There we go. 0, 0, 0. Okay. Let's try that just to get that out of the way, so it's always getting the right getting the right spot, or getting the right from target. Okay, so it's always hitting the right one. That's a good thing. On the not so good side, I can definitely tell that the correct one is not moving, which means it might not be hitting the right one. Why is the right one not moving at all? Do I have anything telling it to move? This is target self set origin target. Okay. And that's from this function right here. Let's just organize that a bit better. I feel like there's actually something I'm missing here. Let's do map test again. Alright, so what am I getting right here? I am getting... Okay, that's pretty close. Where's this coming down? Is this coming down further down? Okay, that's not moving. This is looking a little bit more promising now, except for the fact that I don't see any splat marks. What if I get in the way of the splats? No difference. Okay, I'm starting to get errors now. Why? Okay, where is this coming from? It's called an invalid instance. Instance, player script. Still gonna continue. Okay, that's working, but when it goes through portals, it creates a problem. Not sure why, but it's getting kind of late here, and it's going to take quite a while to edit and upload. So I told myself by 5 o'clock in the evening I would definitely put a stop to this, and just I was really hoping to be finished with anything by now. This both today and yesterday, just a lot less progress than I was hoping for. A lot less progress, but here's what I'm going to do. Ooh, line 3. What's on line 3? Okay, so I was going to sort of half give up for a second there, but oh, that's on line 3. There's something wrong with this, and I don't know what. There's something wrong with how I've written this. Let's write it again. I think local me place dot get origin. Oh, no. It's local me place is equal to self dot get origin. Okay. Is this still going to create problems? Okay, definitely still problems because that's not following. Okay, so as I was saying before, um, I can't like do this really late like I did the night before because I have to get up early tomorrow morning. But uh, I'll make sure that this gets up tonight, and while I'm taking care of getting this uploaded and after I've gotten this edited, I definitely can. Um, I definitely can take some time without recording. I'm thinking to just try to fix the script, and then I can just explain uh, what I've figured out. Hopefully, as long as it's not like too different. Well, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry that nothing happened. I might put a little warning in the description or something like that. Just a bunch of trial and error, where again there's just about as much error as trial. Um, no, not to be fair, I do feel like I've made a bit of progress on the script side. It just doesn't feel like progress at all. It really doesn't. Because still, the splat is not going down anywhere. I haven't even started worrying about the orientation or about like uh, how to detect splats nearby and to detect outputs and inputs nearby. So, oh, it's quite a shame, but it should hopefully be able to get it working tonight after I edit it. Maybe maybe tomorrow when I get back, I'll have another idea. I'll definitely take some time to think about what's going on. It's quite a shame. All right. Well, thanks for watching and see you later. Have a good day. All right. Bye bye.